How do we figure out our path in life? Why do we make the decisions we make every day? Sometimes we make our choices and decisions carefully, intentionally. Other times we veer off course with hardly a thought. Perhaps most often we settle into comfortable ruts and routines that are familiar to us. We're like water flowing downstream that follows the path of least resistance. We put our decisions on autopilot. It takes extra time and energy to focus on each decision, each choice. Why am I making any of these daily and long-term decisions? Am I making my decisions based on what is expected of me, what society expects of me, or is it really what I want to be doing? I obsess over these questions, and this is what I really try to base my actions on. I'm trying to constantly analyze why I'm making the choices I'm making and just consistently thinking through really the why of anything. This feels kind of like a steady, echoing drumbeat that I just cannot ignore. This passion to go a bit deeper behind motivations has really led me to live into who I am. It's led me a lot of different directions and ultimately down a fairly unusual path, kind of a path less traveled. As I seek discernment in my life, the echoing, repetitive question surfaces. Is this really right for me? Answering that question leads into being true to that thought or goal. These are the kind of questions that captivate me and will not let me go. I have no option but to give them attention. This rather obsessive attentiveness has led me into a lifestyle that requires consistent movement. Sailing's the best long-term option that I've come up with, but really it's not the ultimate goal. A motorcycling trip to Patagonia works, or a long hiking trip qualifies. The main goals have been to try to slow down and really spend time in a place that I'm visiting. More authentic, intentional travel that a quick visit does not allow. Mainly trying to meet fellow wanderers or connect with locals or really experience the culture and beauty of each place and location. Each new destination reinforces that this is the right lifestyle for me. A consistent check-in confirms if it still feels correct, and if so, I will continue to pursue it. I always find it interesting when someone says, "Wow, the time flies," or something like, "Where's the time gone?" I think this is the case when you have familiar routines and each routine blends into one memory or experience. It is easy to drive to work and not remember any of the drive there. Our brain ignores storing the automated practices that we do and focuses on the new or different experiences instead. When we're in a new or foreign place, we have to be hyper aware of all the details, and every experience is brand new. A month of traveling is packed full of unusual circumstances that resonate and stick with us. So for the last decade, I've been living aboard my sailboat and traveling all over the world with my web design and photography business. It has been fantastic. I've journeyed with wonderful friends and family both on land and sea, but for the most part, I've either joined or traveled with someone for a short time and then moved along to join up with someone else or even travel by myself for a bit. I've not been able to find someone that has been able or willing to come on the journey long term with me until I met Camille.
I have never thought of myself as an adventurous person before, mainly because I'm not. Trying new things doesn't come natural to me. I am definitely very comfortable in my own surroundings. I have lived in my hometown of Cabo Rojo on the west coast of Puerto Rico all my life, and yes, I've visited some other countries, explored around, but have stayed very close to home for the most part. I was managing Pelicans, a restaurant my parents own in Boquerón, and I was in this routine of going to work, then going home and doing it all over again. You know, your pretty standard lifestyle. Until I met Daniel, that is.
I like to think at the beginning of our relationship as if I was on a train, this planned train, this goal train. It's moving at full speed, it has momentum, it has to keep going. When I met Camille, I extended a hand out to pull her on board, and to my great surprise, she actually hopped on. Now we are both on this train, and we're operating it together. It is a plan, a train that I set in motion, but now we're operating it as a team.
Daniel sailing to Boquerón, we met and began dating. What do you know? Just like that, my world started expanding immediately. I saw more of the island with Daniel than I had in my previous 36 years. We would drive for 9 hours, stopping along the way, but 9 hours on such a small island. And we would take the windiest roads he could find. And I would say to myself, Wow, you must really like this guy. I'm a highway kind of person. I like to get in my car, drive straight, get to my destination, and that's it. Now, Daniel, it's more of a hey, let's see if we can get to this non existent tiny lane in the mountains kind of guy. I don't have this pull to be on the move all the time. It's not in my core. I'm okay with having a routine. I actually like it. This lifestyle of long-term travel is not something even in my wildest dreams I thought I would be doing, but here I am. People expect this from Daniel, but when they learn I'm doing it, their first reaction is, wait, what? Are you crazy? And I think it's funny because I ask myself the same exact questions often. I'm amazed at how much I've come to enjoy every aspect of this lifestyle. That's not true, because I do not enjoy getting seasick. Aside from that, everything's been amazing. And I'm giving up life as I have always known it. I'm going to the unknown, and that is very scary, but it's also so exciting. With Daniel, every day I am challenged to do things I would have never attempted before. He has most definitely expanded my horizons. I really enjoy social media. I have found it is a great way to connect with a broad audience. I'm a makeup enthusiast and I have used Instagram in the past to connect with thousands of people who were interested in my craft. When Danny and I are traveling, I'm the one staying connected with the people we meet along the way. So I think social media is a great outlet for me to connect with people I haven't met. And I too have extended my hand to Daniel to get on this trend with me and share this wild ride with you guys.
I know this is a story worth telling. I've been meeting people and sharing my plan and experiences one-on-one and face-to-face for nearly a decade, and something about the plan resonates with people. Is it something that I'm doing that's so unique, or is it my enthusiasm for the journey, or what? It's one of the things I've been trying to figure out. So Camille has extended her hand to me to join her in this world of social media that she's so comfortable with, and I've been pulled aboard to join her in that journey. Like Camille, I'm challenged and excited to try things I was hesitant to do in the past. So you could say she's definitely expanded my horizons as well.
Hey guys, so Daniel and I had this really nice clip prepared back in North Carolina a couple days ago, but we had some issues with it and that's the story. But now we're in Panama. We flew yesterday and we are so excited because in, I don't know, like an hour or two, we're gonna meet our friends Laura and Alec aboard their sailboats already first. And we are super pumped because the four of us are gonna be sailing their sailboat across the Pacific, which is wild to me and I cannot believe myself as I say these words. So it's gonna be an 8,000 mile trip to Australia. That's our goal, to get there, and through some of the most remote islands on Earth. And we're so excited. That's the word of the day, because we get to take you guys with us.
Yeah, and so we've sold all of our professional photography equipment to buy video equipment, and we've lugged it through several airports, and we're about to load it up on the dinghy. And so it's hopefully we don't sink it on the way out. But we are really pumped to be able to really capture this journey and do our best to post weekly on the channel, the Why of Travels.
Wi-Fi allows.
As Wi-Fi allows. So we're going to try to post weekly on the Why of Travel and have episodes that are kind of exploring why we're doing what we're doing and just thinking through our observations as we're traveling around, and also provide visually stunning content of the gorgeous places that we're going to.
We set up Facebook page and Instagram account, and it's the Why of Travel. So go ahead, like it, share it.
We've also set up a Patreon page, so you can check that out for ways to get even more involved. We're going to have behind the scenes footage and more content and kind of some bonus features for our patrons as we set it up along the way. And your support through Patreon will help us through this journey to be able to continue making these stories and taking the time to record all this and prepare it as we move along. So we're really excited for this first episode, and we have to get all this posted so that we can go meet Alec and Laura and get ready for the beginning of this journey. So we look forward to seeing you next week.